This is a college football playoff quarterfinal game at the Peach Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns against the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. Guys, you know the narrative here with the first round bye. Coach said he has addressed that with his team. When you don't play in that first week, sometimes you come in slow or a little sluggish after a long layoff. Coach said we've worked all week to get out to a quick start. I believe in our opening script, and our guys want to set the tone early. We'll see if they're able to do that here on the first series. Back to you.
This is a college football playoff quarterfinal game at the Peach Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns against the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
Once again, Atlanta has shown out. This is one of the college football capitals of the world. We know that the South is so strong with their love for college football, and this Peach Bowl crowd is electric. This playoff game is ready to be off the chain. Coaches are really talking to their teams about communicating well and being locked in because the crowd is making it really hard to communicate and hear each other right now down on the field. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. The kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return. They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And the running back takes the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Well, we knew they would start out with the run game. This running back has had over 1,500 yards. It's why he was a candidate for the Doak Walker Award. I love his speed and his vision. He's got to get established early if they want to have offensive success today.
A gain makes it second and medium. The shotgun handoff here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Breaks into the clear. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This running back just continues to help this team. I think he's playing with a hunger, Joe. He said he wanted a chance to play for a championship, and it shows out there.
Chris, this is when the portal just works out perfectly. It's great for the player, it's great for the program, and because of that, it's great for the fans. He gets an opportunity to go compete for a championship. Meanwhile, this run game has transformed versus a year ago. Now, this is a really solid run game.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And now the handoff. He's got space. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Well, Chris, if Texas is going to make a run in this playoff, they're going to have to run the football well. And they've always been able to do that with elite talent at that position. Check out this list. Ricky Williams, Cedric Benson, Earl Campbell, Bijan Robinson, and a guy I had to see firsthand when I played, Jamal Charles. This dude was incredible.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line.
This offense is able to gain yards, run the football near the goal line. That is tough to do, and it sets you up for a little play action here. This defense has got to account for this run game because they're gaining positive yardage. Do you go play action? Maybe even get the quarterback on the outside.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
Potential 4-point play early in this playoff game. It's third and goal. Back to throw. It's Manning. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball, you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, we've seen this all year, and leaning on the running back getting things started on the ground. This is why he's got over 1,000 yards, and today is going to be no different. They've got to establish the run in order to get to the play-action pass later.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something a little bit different in order to confuse the quarterback and get off the field on third down, and here they're able to do that.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in a good position. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it smothers. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, I've been so excited to watch this guy play. He's so aggressive. We're going to see this all day long. He is one of the better linebackers in the country. Here he's in the backfield making a play. His ability to diagnose what's going on the other side of the football is so good.
Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. It's Manning. Running back has it on a screen now. Makes a nice move there. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's fourth down.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And now with just 3 seconds left on the play clock, they'll spend the timeout. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. Longhorns will have to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. They'll kick it away here. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And they make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to an end. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Great swarming defense, but if you're going to catch that ball behind the line of scrimmage and you've got defenders all over you, you might want to just bat that one down and not take the loss. So a clear mistake from the offense, but again, this defense is just flying around, and they're playing so hard and so well right now.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? He's going to pull it down and run. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play.
It's a pretty solid job by the quarterback here. At least now the head coach is going to have to make a decision. It's 3rd and forever, and he's able to scramble and at least get themselves in the vicinity where they could potentially go for this. Nice job not forcing it down the field. You don't want to turn the football over, and now they can at least have a decision.
The Bulldogs will look to convert here on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. That's a good start for the Bulldogs quarterback. Of course, in Georgia's history, Joel, quarterbacks have not always been asked to go out and win games single-handedly. But this guy, I think he's more than a game manager.
Chris, I think you're exactly right in that. To me, he reminds me a bit more of a Matt Stafford in that he's going to be asked to really attack and throw the football down the field. And if he's able to be efficient, then they're going to have success in this postseason.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Come up now, 2nd and 16, a real challenge after losing 6 on that run. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Takes the toss, heads to his right. They bring him down short of that first down marker. Sets up a 4th down and decision time for this coach.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, I think we were both surprised that they didn't go for this one, but Chris, how about this kick? Long field goal, he goes out there and just drills it. Beautiful.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. As the first down is still going. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting close to the midfield.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and he'll be dropped behind the line. A sack.
That might be the spark that this defense needs. They're down in this ball game, really haven't had a ton of success, and right after that explosive play, they're able to get to the quarterback. Let's see if they can build on that success, Chris, and continue to get stops, try to get the ball back for their offense.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the catch. Nobody around him. He goes out of bounds inside the 45.
He's got such great awareness once he gets close to that sideline, and you can tell he understands he just needs the 1 foot. He secures the ball, foot down. That's a catch, and that's a first down.
An inside give now from the shotgun.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run, and that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The Bulldogs use their first timeout. Strategy session before this third down play.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
To throw, it's Manning. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a first down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's fourth down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, fourth down.
What a kick. It's good from 57.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line from field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Heading left after the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. He'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You've got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you've got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Grab down the middle, it's Taylor. Timeout call, that's going to be the 2nd for Georgia. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on 3rd down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. With sure hands, it's Humphreys. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
I tell you, Chris, defensively, this is death by 1,000 cuts. They just allow these hitch routes to create 2nd and manageable, 3rd and manageable. It's too easy for the offense. The off coverage has got to change. They've got to get up in the face of this wide receiver and force him to have a difficult release. Take away the easy throw, or else this is going to be a long game.
Receiver makes the catch. Oh, he's got open space. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, that's exactly what they were looking for in this offense. We talked about the importance of scoring before halftime, and now Joe getting the ball to begin the next half, a real chance to build momentum.
Chris, the opportunity to double up. It's so big in these games. This is exactly why you defer if you win the coin toss, so you can have this chance, and it's icing on the cake if you can get the late 2nd quarter score. Now you can go in at halftime, make the adjustments, and come out with your best stuff in the early 3rd quarter drive.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. To throw, it's Manning. Looking deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You know, it's great if you hit these shots down the field early in the game, but they really serve 2 purposes. One, yes, you're trying to connect. But 2, also keeping the defense honest. They cannot inch up near the line of scrimmage to stop the run. Now, this should produce some level of openness for that run game. I would expect them to get back to that here in the next series or 2. Try to pound that rock.
Defense not pressing this time. Back Back-to-back deep shots. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field, trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Sees an opening. Goes out of bounds, but a nice chunky yardage there. He's across the 45.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. 1, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football. You play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. To throw, it's Stockton. Makes a quick grab. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
We normally see this guy make this play. And as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that you're going to get contacted right when that ball arrives. And it looked like he was almost surprised. He's got to make that catch.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. And this one is caught. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
And there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback. And he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense takes the lead here in the second half. Huge moment for this offense because, let's face it, points, even yards, have been hard to come by in this game. To punch it in at this moment, huge in a postseason game.
It has certainly been a defensive battle. There's no doubt about it. But as an offense, there's an unlocking moment. You can have a little success and you think to yourself, I got it. I know the structure. I know how to attack this defense. We'll see if they start having more success here moving forward.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here comes the pressure. And he just throws it away.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Wow, what a clutch conversion on third down there. You're trailing in the playoff here in the second half of the game. You've got to keep your offense on the field, and they're able to execute and move the chains. That's a good job for a first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Hands off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Excellent play by this defense. Getting that tackle for loss and creating a second and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating third and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grabbed by the receiver. Was out of bounds after a solid gain close to the 45.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. back to pass. It's Manning. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
That's a great stop for this defense. That's a manageable third down situation. You feel like you still have to defend against the run and the pass, and yet they're able to get the incompletion. That's a great job and an opportunity to get off the field here.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Using his legs on the scramble. He slides down, but it's enough to pick up the first down. Quick play. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Give this offense a lot of credit. They needed to put together a drive after their defense just gave up the touchdown, and they've been able to do so. Nice first down there.
Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to take off here. Has a path to the end zone. And they'll force him out of bounds just short of the goal line. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
This defensive line is so active, and they're able to win right away, and this running back just needs to get what he can get. He dances around and takes a big loss here, pushing him way back outside of the 5-yard line.
Scanning the field. It's Manning. And that one's picked off. What a play. They get him down after the return, but that interception could be enormous. First play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. It's Georgia on top right now. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think this is time to be a bit conservative here. You've got the lead, and the last thing you want to do is create a short field for the opposition. So you need to create a first down and maybe run some clock out as well. Those are your 2 objectives here. You've got to achieve at least one of them.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Stockton. Oh, they got him for a sack. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, this is why 1st and 2nd down are so important. When you're behind the chains on 3rd down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Eludes a tackle.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on 1st down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a receiver. Makes the ground. It's Brown. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
The Longhorns are going to cash in here in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on 1st down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation, which means that pass rush is going to get going.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Here we are, late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Chris, I know they would love to stay on the field and put this ball in the end zone. A field goal doesn't really do anything, but hear me out. If they kick this field goal on 4th and long, they can get the ball back. They rely on their defense, get the ball back, then a field goal wins it on your next possession.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense. So it's second down and 9. The completion not producing much there on first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Grinding away on the ground.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run that hurry up. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled short of the first down. It's getting 4th and 1. Now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll come together here and discuss the call on this 4th down play. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Running play called on 4th down. He's got room to run. Look out. They make the tackle, but he converts on 4th down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
This just takes an insane amount of belief from your head coach and your offensive line. You need a couple of first downs here to ice this football game. It's 4th down, and they're able to run the football to gain the first and keep their offense on the field. I got to tell you, that is such good play up front. They are so physical. Keep doing that. One more first down, and this thing's over.
They'll run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Timeout taken by Texas. They've still got one more left to work with. Dogs expect to run the clock out here in the final minute and secure the W. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now the Longhorns are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They can no longer stop the clock with a timeout.
And with no timeouts left for this defense, Chris, that's about going to do it. You hand it off one more time, and you secure the victory.
With a timeout now called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They gain him down, but that first down should be enough to secure the win. They survive and advance to the next round of the playoff. That's the play that secures a really hard-fought playoff win and keeps their championship hopes alive.
Well, all week they told us survive and advance. It was about making the one more play than the opponent to move on. That's exactly what happens here. Move the chains, ice the game.
First down, they go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. Satisfying victory as this team handled their business, expected to win, hadn't managed that layoff, came out, Joel, didn't look rusty, looked ready for the moment, and they move on.
Chris, I couldn't agree more, and that was what I was most impressed with. We've seen in the history of this playoff, these teams with the long break, they will come out, and they will show some rust, and they won't execute their game plan, but this group did it beautifully here today, and it's certainly a group that is focused on the objective, which is going on to win a national championship. I certainly would not want to play this group in the semifinal.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser begins a long offseason, and the winner stays alive for the national championship. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another